I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings,
And ourselves.
we stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world heroes among us and every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures that stay. And you'll find, with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place, with love in us all. And you will find, together we can save it all. And you will find a place called home, where
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to tell you, yes, we have an exclusive interview. A very special interview with the one, the only, the winner of our Pop to Metal contest. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yes, that's right. This gentleman, he is a 30-year-old father of two. He's a fiancé to his best friend. He loves the hardcore scene, loves music, meaningful lyrics, would love to collaborate with others, loves learning new things, rock, metal. He's inspired by Throwdown, 18th Visions, Bleeding Through, Stick to Your Guns, No Bragging Rights. It is the one, the only, James. Yes! James Finona.
Okay.
Hi, James.
Hi.
It is so great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is so exciting. You won that Pop to Metal contest with that song Toxic by Britney Spears. That was an amazing job. And since then, I've been like, man, where did you even come up with that? But before I even get to that, I have to ask another question. Where did you come from? Like, how did these beautiful vocals, like, get inbred into you?
Well, it started about 5 years ago. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to doing vocals. So I downloaded the karaoke app Mule to sing a song for my at the time girlfriend Angie. So I actually ended up doing a cover of As I Lay Dying Forever. And again, not knowing what I was doing, I played it for her at dinner, and she said, "Hey, that's pretty good." And it took me back, and I was like, "Whoa, like really?" And she said, "Yeah, you should keep going." And so I thought, okay. And then so I kept doing more songs, and by the time of my Steel run, I think I was in the thousands of songs that I've done as far as covers and stuff.
That's incredible.
So I just loved it. As soon as I got a hold of doing vocals and collabing with people and then getting feedback and what I can do better, and it just became infectious, and I was like, I need more of it. And I found BandLab, and I've been here for I think 3 years now, I think. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, I am like blown away. Like, you've had no training. You're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but you're such a natural. Did anybody did you have like friends or family or anybody that kind of inspired you on that?
Well, growing up in the hardcore scene, I've always watched bands, and our local venue, Chain Reaction, they allow you to go on stage and sing with the singer and everything. And I would do that every time I got a chance. And then so from that on, I was like, man, I want to do that, but I didn't know how. So I just, one day I did that cover, and then I heard, hey, keep going. And I was like, okay. So I kept going. No training. I didn't watch any YouTube videos. I just figured, just do it. And if it sounds okay, then just roll with it. If it doesn't, then I should probably stop. But I've been doing it for about 5 years, almost 6 years now.
Well, I have to say, I love Angie. Thank you, Angie. I love you. Because if it wasn't for her, you might not have continued.
Yeah, there's been a lot of moments where I just felt, hey, I wasn't going anywhere with this. And I wanted to give up so many times. But there have been a handful of people that kept me in the game. Obviously, Angie, my best friend, Tyler, Johnny Maltos. I don't know if Moscow Brooks, by the way, check out his band, killingtrees.tx on Instagram. They're amazing. But they all kept me in. My best friend, Caitlin, they said, hey, I hate talking about myself, so it's kind of weird for me. But they all said, hey, you're too good to stop. And then I was having a conversation with Angie, and I was telling her, man, the thing I want to do with music is inspire others. And she told me, how are you going to do that if you stop? And from there, that's my goal now. So I haven't stopped. I mean, whether I'm doing vocals at 2 o'clock in the morning in my car in a parking lot, or, you know, whatever it takes to get some kind of message out there to help others.
Did you ever, when you were trying to teach yourself how to do things, hurt your voice?
The first couple of times, yes, because I would just yell instead of actually trying to get it out correctly. So when it started hurting, that's where I started looking at YouTube videos, looking at how are people doing this. And I watched a few, and then from there, just, okay, so do it right and you should be fine. And ever since, I haven't had any injuries, or I haven't.
You've been a powerhouse ever since. Definitely on fire and a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
I think a lot of us found BandLab about 2-3 years ago when kind of COVID kind of hit. We were all of us artists and musicians were looking for that outlet. Mm-hmm. When you came to BandLab, like when you actually realized, dude, I have a little studio on my phone, like, and I can collaborate with people from like all over the world. Like, what was that like for you?
That was what attracted me to Smule, is being able to sing with others and build that bond and camaraderie, you know. And I got on BandLab just to do covers, but then I found out, like, there's a community here. There's a bunch of people that first of all, we're all musicians, so you can't get that like on Facebook or Instagram unless you're, you know, talking to musicians. But here, everyone's a musician, so everyone's just here to build each other up, because they know the struggles. They know, hey, you know, we need to all move together in order for everyone to win. And that's why I fell in love with the community, the metal community here. Everyone's just so loving and caring and just willing to listen and provide the feedback and
support.
Support,
that's the biggest thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Especially for artists, you know, when you're putting stuff out there and your friends and family won't even give you the time of day. But hey, I have this community, this family on BandLab that will listen in a heartbeat, you know, and it's the best thing ever.
I love it. I love it. And you are just like, you're just amazing.
Oh,
you know, the tracks that we're gonna listen to tonight. I'm sorry, I sneak peeked because I had to.
Thank you. Well, thank you for giving them the time of day, honestly.
Absolutely, anytime. I'm always, I love music. I love all genres. You know, sometimes we hear music, and I think especially with metal, it is, because I love metal, and I think it is hard for some people to understand that genre. And it's so funny yet, because us artists that love that metal, we all understand. And it's like, how do we make others understand and feel it too? Because that's what it is. It's emotion.
It definitely. I think the biggest part is the message.
Yes.
You know, and that's why when I write lyrics, I make sure, is this easy to understand? Is this, more importantly, relatable? Every single song I talk about my depression. I talk about, oh geez, I talk about the horrible person I was to Angie. You know, I did some bad things. I cheated on her, and I bring that into songs. I have a song called The Divide. It's a real life story of when I was that guy transforming into who I am now, in hopes of someone who's thinking about that or going through that, and they can hear it and they think, man, do I really want to end up like that? And in the end of the song, I express that, you know, my quote need for attention elsewhere has dampened and ruined the attention of the one that's going to love me no matter what. And again, that's hoping someone would hear that and say, okay, maybe I need to pump the brakes on what I'm doing and really think about who this is affecting. And
That's right.
Context and lyrics to everything. So that's what I think when people hear it, they get connected. Okay, this metal thing, I'm into it now. And then they can hear other artists who are who inspire us and get the ball going and welcome to the community.
That's great. I love it. Well, if you guys need a survival guide, you can definitely check out The Divide. You can go ahead. You can find James on BandLab. Obviously, he says he has a Shmuel account. I believe we have those in here as well. But you guys can go ahead. You can find James on BandLab. You can find him on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube. Yes. We are not letting James out of our sight, just so you guys know, okay? James, you have a song that you did called The Cell.
Yes. Yes.
Did you write that one too?
Yes, I did, yes.
What age did you start writing? Because you had to start writing way before you got into music.
I was in second grade, and we did a poetry contest. It was all the schools in the district when I grew up in Garden Grove, here in California. And I wrote something like, I see a bee looking at me inside of a tree or something like that. And I won the contest unknowingly. I had no idea. And then in high school, as you know, teenagers, we go through the anger and the depression and all that. And I just started getting into music, and my parents divorced. So I had that bottled inside. I was also taking care of my two brothers at a young age. So I had that inside, and turning to music and feeling the lyrics and the vocals from the singers. And I started writing, and I haven't stopped ever since. I have notebooks and notebooks of lyrics that aren't even songs yet. But when I do originals, I make sure that I write them, again, to be relatable, because I want the message to be received by myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you want to make that connection.
Mm-hmm.
You want your story to be left behind for somebody else's survival guide, somebody to be influenced and listen, you know, I've gone through all of this too, you know, just keep on trucking.
And so when Iceman approached me with the song, he said, hey, do you want to do the vocals for the song? And I heard it, and I thought, cell 13, okay, so you're in a cell block. That's kind of like your mind. And each negative thought is like a prisoner in that cell, just waiting to get out. And then, you know, we deal with those conversations of, I'm not good enough. But then we have the other ones that are like, you know what? Yes, I am, or I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. So that's the idea of the whole song, is that battle, a conversation between a negative and you know, the reassuring voice in your head.
Yes. We're going to go ahead. We're going to listen to The Cell. I'm so excited to share these, James. You're amazing. Thank you so much again.
Oh, thank you.
Let's do this. Let's make sure you guys go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to James. Okay? I'm not playing. X James Z with a Z X on BandLab. Also on Instagram. Instagram.com/X James with a Z X. Oh, nope, you don't have that there. I screwed up. Blah, 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 blah. Instagram.com/X James with a Z _ sings SINGZX. There's the X. YouTube, you can check them out there. We're going to go ahead and also post all of these links in the description, so you guys don't have to worry about writing them down. They'll be free there for you to just tap and go. Yes, let's do this. Here comes James and The Cell. This is with Planet Paradox at Planet Paradox and Iceman 714. So you can find them both on BandLab. And this song, the description says, some sick West Coast #metal with X James X crushing it on vocals, and at Planet Paradox, pounding bass, yes, into the pit. So crank it. Jason says it better, but soon to be trending. You know it. This is fire. We're going to go ahead and check out The South with X James. Here we go.
I'd take a flamethrower to this place!
Oh, that was absolutely amazing, James. Oh.
It's all Iceman. It's all Iceman. And yeah,
but the emotion behind that you threw in there, because Planet Paradox and Iceman are absolutely amazing. I love them both. the emotion that's in it all combined was just so striking, so powerful. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's hard for people to show emotion in their music and in their lyrics, especially when it's something so close.
Mm-hmm.
So I thank you, because that's not an easy task.
The weirdest thing is when I'm recording this, I really put myself like as if I'm one of those thoughts, and I've been beaten up so much in life to where I remember what it's like hearing those negative comments towards me, and I put myself in that position to where like, no, I'm gonna fight back, and that's when it all comes out, and then I just let loose. So
it's absolutely awesome, and like I said, I love that, and maybe like that's what totally draws me into you and your music.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. All right, you've got to tell me about the song Spirals.
So when, I don't mean to get political or anything, but as soon as I heard the decision,
you need to be heard and be original. We all have opinions, and that builds up on our chest in our daily lives. So no, like share.
Okay. So I was actually, I was working, and as soon as I heard the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, I was livid. I was just so mad, and every post that you see on social media of all the women that are hurt by this decision, and it just put me in a spiral. So immediately I looked for an instrumental on YouTube, something with emotion, something that you can feel. And that day I just started writing, and I came up with this. I wrote it, I think it was in 10-15 minutes, and then recorded it that day as well. Within an hour I was done. It's just when I start feeling things, I can't help but jump on the microphone and just let loose, and this was one of those where I just really felt that I have a daughter, I have obviously a mom, I have cousins, I have females in my life, and I don't want them to be controlled by someone who doesn't know what it's like, who will never be in that position to be told you can't do this. You have to deal with any consequences of your actions, even if they're not even your fault. So I was just livid. So this is what came out. And hopefully it could be like an anthem for the generation that's currently fighting for their right to have control over their own bodies, and I stand by them.
Well, thank you for standing up for what you believe. And thank you for sharing that. And doing it in a good way. Mm-hmm. You're not causing violence or chaos. You're letting this out in a way to connect.
Yeah.
So I thank you for doing that. Like, don't ever stop that.
Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna listen to Spirals. You guys are in for a treat. You guys don't even know it. Make sure you go ahead. You pay attention. The description on this song says our country is quickly jumping backwards, not forwards. We made so many steps towards a better future for generations to come, but the evil cunts in power have erased all that effort and are forcing people to fight for things that we've already won. And that is a very big fact. So, all right, you fucking big cunts, let's go ahead. Listen to James. Here's Spiral.
Ladies, I don't stand up for you. You're strong enough to do that shit on your own. I stand with you. It's called Spirals. Let's go. Fuck you and your religious views. Fuck the fear you're addicted to. Restrictions aren't fun for someone you've never seen. Miscontrol, not about religion. There is no in between. Everything in this country is such a that was my role. Although I don't identify as a woman, I identify as this cold hard fact. You 5-year-old pieces of shit from that wrong track. I have the voice pissed off for
Wow. That is a very powerful message.
Thank you.
Yes. You guys better go ahead and share that message out because he is right. That should be an anthem.
Sorry for the change of scenery. My kids can come home any minute now, so I don't want to have them running around.
I totally understand that. I like to play a game, especially like when it comes time when I know they're in bed and I want to lay down a track called Don't Wake the Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trying to go ahead like as quiet as you possibly can, but yet still being able to be loud enough so like you're not whispering doing it and hurting yourself in the same process.
Yeah.
Oh, James, you had gone ahead, and I know, like, I actually really love this song, Gravedigger. Can you tell me about this?
It was I wrote it literally the day of the 4th of July incident. Just hearing all this stuff go on that, to be honest, nothing's being done about it. And hearing all of the shootings in schools of all places. Like my son, I fear every single day. I fear I'm gonna get a phone call every single day. And it's a place where they should feel safe, you know? And the teachers going to work, they shouldn't have to worry about that, and nothing's being done. So again, I took to YouTube to find title and instrumental to use than that. And again, this is out for feeling for victims, feeling the sorrow, the pain. I mean, obviously I haven't felt it firsthand, but I can't imagine what that's like. But yeah, that was the inspiration behind that.
I completely understand, you know, at the schools, you know, kids going to school, they shouldn't have to be afraid to go to school. You know, they shouldn't be afraid to be able to walk down the street to go to the park. They, you know, and nothing is being done. And the options that are being done is that let's add more guns, you know?
Yeah.
It's not resolving issues, you know? No. And the sad part is that along with COVID as well became a lot of mental health. Society, you know, cut each other off. Everybody closed and locked their doors. You know, neighbors stopped helping each other and saying good morning. You know, oh, they might have COVID, you know, like everybody stopped helping each other. So, you know, some of the, you know, the people that are out there that, you know, are leaning towards violence, you know, give them an ear. Maybe that's all they need to help them to see that's not the right way. Exactly.
And I think one of the biggest things, like you said, give someone an ear, let them talk. We don't know what they're going through on a daily basis.
Yes. Well, I'm ready to hear Gold Digger. I've been so excited about this one and share this one off, James.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm excited. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Yay! You all can go ahead and find James. Yes! On BandLab at xjames with a Z and then an X. You can find him on Spotify. You can find him on YouTube. Make sure you check him out. Also on Instagram. We're about to check out Gravedigger. Let's do it.
Resolute
afternoon. I'm Phil Lipoff, and we are coming on the air with breaking news for you. A horrific scene unfolding. This is just outside of Chicago. Authorities on the scene of a deadly shooting at a 4th of July parade in Highland Park, Illinois. At least 5 people shot and killed.
Iron emotions remix his way downtown. One person second, then a third person down. Hatred starts to clear, his conscience comes through. From Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I do?
Fired a long gun outside on the street in a mass shooting headed.
It's love, red in vain, from the red state ground. Realizing what he did, then put the gun red in mouth. Red is the freedom we want. They only want that matters. Love for justice, what we're parenting, and for the blood you scatter. You can't be born, the soul that feels it, and that's the pattern. You can't kill them. A silent look of what will hit this with the loud ball.
...201 mass shootings in America this year, and unfortunately, still counting.
Oh my goodness, James. That was so touching. It was so touching. Wow. It's amazing how much violence is here in the United States alone. And that's just from 2022. We're going into 2023 now, and I'm hoping that we can make a change for tomorrow's future so our kids can once again feel safe to go to school, to play at the park, to not have to worry. We ask everyone to go ahead and be brothers and sisters. Look out for your neighbors, look out for each other, and be good to each other.
It's really heartbreaking knowing that this is going on to our kids. And no one gives a shit. No one cares. Right. It's as long as there's money in someone's pocket, that's all they care about.
It's another number.
Yeah, until it happens to their kid. And the sad part is, what if it does happen to their kid? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna pick the money, or are you gonna pick, hey, let's actually do something? And it would suck that it would need to come to that instead of all these innocent people who are just victims of senseless acts with things that I don't think should be on the streets. But that's just me.
You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. And like I said, I mean, it's sad because it's happening to our kids. It's happening at the schools.
No parent should have to bury their kids.
No.
No parent should ever have to do that.
No.
I'm getting emotional thinking about it.
I know. Like I said, that was just, it was so touching, James. I love everything you do. I love your writing. I love your style. I am so thankful for Angie. Angie, I love you.
Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without her. So.
Well, let me see, since you were so brave, can you tell me about the song The Brave?
I wrote that after getting let go because of COVID. And just the uncertainty of what am I going to do? How am I going to bring money into the family? Right. And one of my best friends, Simon Jones, he's doing the chorus and the ending screen. Very phenomenal. He has his own project called Common Immunity. I would definitely check him out. YouTube, Instagram, Common Immunity. We were just talking one day, and we figured what people need is, especially during the COVID times when people are at home, doing nothing, is they need something to listen to, some kind of reassurance. Like, hey, you're not alone. We all go through this. And I have a part in the song where it says, don't feel like you're in this all alone. my lights are always on and someone's always home. So it's that, hey, if you need an ear, you know, I'm here. And I think, like you said, we need to be that for other people, an ear, you know. And I think if we had an ear, if we had an ear to listen, I don't think that a majority of the problems that we have going on right now would be an issue.
I think you're absolutely 100% right. I think if we were there for each other and we listened instead of going ahead and causing the blame or tossing the blame on somebody else, but actually gone ahead and helped, I think that would have been absolutely amazing. We would have seen definitely a different today.
Absolutely.
Well, James, I have to say thank you for being so brave and for standing up and for putting this in your songwriting and for sharing your emotion and because I know when I listen to your songs, I feel it too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Should we check out The Brave?
Let's do it. One of my favorites.
Yay! We're going to go ahead. We're going to play The Brave. You guys better be prepared. Here we go. The Brave. The description on The Brave is a song about guns and mass shootings. We have a real problem in the United States. How many lives have to be lost before we actually do something? What are you gonna do to change that for tomorrow? Here we go. Check it out.
During this time when there's so much focus on our physical health, it's important not to forget about our mental health. With all the changes happening as we overcome this pandemic, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed.
What you need to carry
James, that should be an anthem. Like, it should be heard all around the world. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make sure that gets heard all around the world.
My hopes again is just that the girl in the video, that was my best friend Caitlin, and we constantly have this conversation of how we're feeling and just being there for one another really helps. And I hope that this song could be that for someone. And I when I write, everything I write, I stand by. I do believe that, like a butterfly, it takes years for us to really become the person we want to be. Or even with the glacier line, glaciers are beautiful things, but we only see the tip top. We don't see the underneath. So we all suppress feelings and everything, but on the surface, we're trying to take a smile and whatnot. But being depressed, having anxiety, anything that's attacking you doesn't make you any less beautiful than the person who is faking it 24/7. That makes sense. So
it completely does. I heard something earlier and says, "Who wants to be ordinary?"
Yeah.
And with daily depression and anxiety, trauma, PTSD, bipolar, schizophrenia, ADHD, whatever, it's hard, and sometimes you're like that bottle.
Yeah.
You're stuck in a bottle.
And again, with the with any other issue, I don't think those have been talked about much in society. They're being overlooked as someone being crazy, or someone has something wrong with them. I mean, that goes with, hey, I'll give you an ear. You talk to me, and we can figure out how we can fight this together. And unfortunately, we don't have that. And it's really sad how many people have taken their lives because they have no one.
That's right. Even in our military.
Yeah.
Our military, our soldiers, that is like at an all-high suicide rate today.
My
Why?
I had this best friend in middle school. He joined the military. I haven't heard from him since, so I hope he's okay. But I connected with him once after high school, and I asked him, "Hey, how's the military?" He said it was the worst decision he's ever made because he's not getting any help with whatever he has, and I just hope he's okay. But we need to do more. Well, the people in charge need to do more to help with our day-to-day struggles.
But we also have to remember we are the people.
Yes.
And so we, the people, need to go ahead and give
Correct.
those ears. You see somebody walking down the street, just saying hi, giving him the smile. Sometimes that'll change a world.
Oh man, I for a living, I do Instacart and Grubhub. Every time I come up to a person at the register or, whatnot, how are you? Like, how's your day? How's everything going? Smile. Yeah. And you'd be surprised how many people think that's weird. And it's,
right?
It's,
like what did you put in your cereal this morning?
Right, yeah. I don't want anything. I just want you to know that, there are people out there who are interested in you, in your life, and what's going on.
Yes. I think too many people decided to judge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And instead of us being we the people, it became we the media.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Can you tell me what Patriot is about?
Actually, that is one that my best friend Tyler and I came up with. We're both pretty progressive people, and we want to see the world in a better place. We both have kids, and we're actually working on a project called Now We Rise. The title emphasis on rise. We pushed for messages about standing up to what's wrong, or standing up to those who purposely cause harm to other people. That's where Now We Rise up and defend others who feel like they don't have a voice or are scared to speak up. And for us, when we wrote Patriot, what's going on right now and how divided we are and And to me, the word patriot has become such a disgusting word with what it's associated with, a hatred, and I just had enough. Him and I both had enough. We sat down and we started bouncing ideas back and forth, and we thought, okay, so what are the issues that patriots are attacking? They're attacking women's rights. They're attacking, immigrants. They're attacking people who lived here before us, indigenous people. So we went ahead and we said, okay, this is a FU to all those people who feel like it's their God-given right to harm, be judged, or tell someone they don't belong on a land that wasn't even ours to begin with. That's what patriot is about.
And it's also sad because we live in the United States, and how many people don't even hang the United States flag anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just associated with something that I don't believe in anymore, and it sucks. It really does.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead. Let's listen to Patriot. And
By the way, happy birthday to Tyler. It's his birthday today. So,
happy birthday, Tyler!
Come out after, but happy birthday to Tyler. He is really the music is all him. He does all the music, and I just happened to find, we found each other on Smule, and we started Now We Rise. Him saying, "Hey, I'll do the music. You come up with lyrics and do the screaming and all that, and then I'll chime in whenever I have spots." So when I say he is my Dr. Dre, that's 100% accurate, and he doesn't give himself enough credit for how brilliant the man is. But once you hear this song, you'll see this guy. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him musically. He's one of the ones that kept me going. He kept feeding me songs. He kept telling me, let's do this, let's do that, and that kept me going. So happy birthday, man. I love you, and you're amazing. Just know that.
You got to give him a heart now, James. Yay! All right, let's go ahead. Let's check out the Patriot. I'm so excited. I love everything. This is James Finona. This is a song that him and Tyler are working on for Now We Rise. EP's trying to get some feedback. The song is about how absolute dog shit the word patriot has become. Let's rise up together, shall we? Let's become real patriots.
This war will be fought not on the frontier or on some distant battlefield, but amongst us. Among our homes. Our children will learn of it in their own eyes. And the innocent will die with the rest of us.
How damn right, there is no
That was kick ass, James.
Side note, the end, those whoa, that's Tyler. That man's voice is, he's
Those
on BandLab.
harmonies were insane.
Oh, my goodness. He's on BandLab under Tyler Marino. Oh, man.
Okay.
That man can sing. Oh, I got goosebumps all over again.
The harmonies were just exquisite.
That man.
Oh.
And I see you writing down. If you want to hear another great voice, my best friend Caitlin, Mule.com slash Caitlin Nicole M as in Mary. Oh man, she is probably one of my favorite people to collab with as far as like a female singing voice, because it's just, I can't even put into words. Like, she does such good work. So if you guys are feeling inclined, check her out on Smule. All her pages, all of her songs. Oh, her covers are amazing. But yeah, Tyler is phenomenal and such a genius. I can't say enough good things about that man, but you'll see what I'm talking about. If you hear his songs, and
I'm already hearing it, James. Like those harmonies, like you guys gave me goosebumps. Like I said, and it was just kick ass all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes.
We have
if you guys are not following,
mm-hmm. If you go on Spotify, you look up Now We Rise. We have 2 songs on there. One called oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Unite. That was actually written after the George Floyd death. We wrote that. It's kind of like a protest song. And oh man, I forgot the other one's name because it's been a while. But he sings on both of those, and I can't. But check him out, Tyler Marino. That's amazing.
I wrote that down. I'm going to. Thank you for sharing, James. I love music. Absolutely incredible. You sent me another one, and I'll tell you, like, I was amazed by this. And when you said, can we take one off and add this one? I'm like, no, we're adding this one too. Like, I'm sorry, I fell in love with the way that you go ahead and you express yourself and you send out those great messages and stories, and you do it through connecting through music. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely love that. And I am just still like blown away that you've had no training, that like you've only been doing this for 5 years. I love Angie. Another shout out to her.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay, so you've got to tell me about Daybreakers.
So this was one of the first, like, I want to say originals. I say originals because it's not my instrumental, but one of the ones I wrote and did on BandLab. Daybreaker, I forget the name of it. I think it's Dreamwalkers, I think it's Dreamwalkers.
I'm sorry, Dreamwalkers. Why did I say Daybreaker?
I called it Daybreaker too for the longest time until I looked it up.
Maybe, you know what? I got confused on that too when I was doing this. So I think they says Daywalker. But on your video it says Dreamwalker. So yeah, it's a day Dreamwalker.
Yeah, there you go. So it's again with the word anthem, but it's for the ones that have those dreams and get those negative comments, those negative things said to them, sometimes by the closest friends and family.
Yeah.
It's me being in their corner, giving them that push to keep going. And I think I say, like, as these words come from my throat to your ears, this is something I've chased down for years. And I'm putting myself in, like, their shoes. Like, I'm chasing after this goal. What do I need to do to get it? And that's me giving them that push. Like, go after it because you can. So that's like a love letter from me to everyone who's chasing their dreams.
I love that motivation. I love that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, we've got to hear this. So obviously I got the name wrong. However, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fix that later on so that way we get the Daydream Walkers. So here we go. I was having fun with this one. This is Dreamwalker. It's an oldie, but I feel still good. Don't let anyone steal your dreams or your sunshine or you, because, you know, at the end of the day, believe in yourself. You fucking got this. Metalcore. Let's go ahead and check out Dreamwalkers.
When the hard times come, and they're going to come. When the disappointments and the rejections come, and they're going to come by the truckloads. Your reasons will be your rod and staff to comfort you, to pick you up once again. If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You cannot have this. You cannot take this up.
Oh my gosh, James, like, that was so powerful in motivation. I didn't want it to end. Seriously, like, I could have listened to that, like, all night long.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
You are such an inspiration.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you. I draw inspiration from every single person that's still breathing. Every single person that's still breathing, because they're going through struggles, they're going through heartache, and they're still pushing on. So, you know, yourself, everyone, you know, we're here and we're still kicking. So that's
we are.
You guys are my inspiration. And if I had a quarter of the talent that the people on BandLab had, because I mean, all these artists, yourself included, you guys are just awesome, and to welcome me into the community, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. I've only been here for like 2 years, and
Thank you.
and
You
just
tickle
now,
our
like,
ears and our brains and our hearts.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Appreciate you for doing this, for putting this all together.
Oh,
The
well,
contest
thank you.
was a lot of
It's
fun.
an absolute honor to meet you. James, I have one other question for you before we close out this show.
Of course.
Let me ask, if you had one thing that you wanted to say out to the world to inspire maybe a child that was into doing metalcore, what would you say to them?
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever bash your dreams. Don't ever let anyone bash your dreams. Keep them. Keep them so close to your heart, because the world needs you. As much as we put these celebrities on these posts and on these pillars, it's the regular people. The world needs us. And for you sitting there thinking, can I, should I? Yes, you can, and yes, you should, because you inspire me. You inspire me, and we love you. We love you. We need you. We need more people like you. So keep going. Never give up. And be yourself. Be authentic. Be real. There's too many fake people out there. Be yourself.
Be you, be heard, be original. No duplicate copies.
No.
James, you keep being you, because you are definitely a big inspiration. Like I said, your words, the emotion that's in all of the songs, like, they are totally captivating, and they do touch me, and I know they're going to touch others out there too. Your messages are not going unheard. They
Thank
will be
you.
somebody's survival guide.
Yeah.
You guys better go ahead, and you better make sure to go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to James. I'm not going to tell you again. I will literally whip you guys. Okay? You're going to go ahead. You're going to follow him on BandLab, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. All right? That's what y'all are going to do. And we're going to share the love, because we only have one world, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. Get these
Fair
messages
warning,
heard.
my son took over my YouTube, so saw his videos on there. If you guys go on my YouTube and see a bunch of videos, that's my son. He's really creative. I did a song with him. I did a song with him. He screamed on a track with me.
No way.
Yeah. It really warmed my heart that he wanted to do that. And I just was so proud that he I'm getting choked up thinking about it.
I know you're gonna make me cry, because I have a 10-year-old
said-
daughter that sings with me.
He said, "Can I do a song with you?" And I was taken back. I was like, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah." And I'll send you the link to it. But his screams are phenomenal. It's nuts. I mean, he doesn't want to do it anymore, which is totally fine with me. But at least I got one song out of him. And
awesome.
I'll send you the link when we're done. But
He'll be metal one day.
all right. Yeah, that's good. He can do whatever he wants. He wants to be whoever he wants to be. I love him. So
Oh, we love you, James, and you
you. I
sound
love
like
you.
an amazing dad, an amazing fiance, or a husband, I should say, because you're probably pretty close with best friends. That's more like a husband and wife forever. And, I'm going to continue to go ahead and follow you, because I don't want to miss a thing.
Thank you. I hope I can get some more stuff out soon. With my band coming out, we have working on some stuff, so I'll keep you posted as well. Super
Stay
exciting stuff.
tuned, everyone. James got more for you. I can't wait. Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, and
you.
follow James, and you won't be disappointed.
Do you have thoughts? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh love. Oh, do you have thoughts? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread